Hello. I'm Echo. Um, this is the Villianess Just Wants to Eat. I downloaded this game, I don't even know how long ago, but I was like, I haven't made a video in a while, like a long time, and I know like a proper video, not the model reveal. We can talk about that. But yeah, so I was just like, you know what? Something real quick, something real easy. Um, I honestly don't even know what is supposed to go on in this at all. Like when I downloaded it, I looked into the information like a little bit just so that I'm not, surprised by anything. But I don't remember anything from that time. So we're just gonna get into it. Okay. The hit manhwa My Magical Kindness Made the Cold Prince Fall in Love is the newest craze among manhwa readers. Okay, first thing to say, I love stories like that. Just getting that out the way. Honestly, it's not the greatest out there. They never are. I've definitely read better. The plot is repetitive and the characters are the most basic tropes, as they usually are. However, there's one thing that keeps me reading: the food. I just love how the desserts look so realistic. Honestly, that kind of. I mean, I know most of the characters can look kind of similar, but like, she kind of looks familiar. I know Otilia? I know Otilia and Lewis are having a moment, but I sigh, scrolling down my phone screen. That strawberry shortcake. I want to reach through the screen and grab it. My stomach growls and I sigh once again. It's late at night, as it usually is when I'm doing my daily reading of manhwa. I usually end up reading mine in the morning, like before I go to sleep, which would be like 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Maybe I should get a snack. Just a few more chapters. Then I will. Now that's me. As I read, I can feel myself getting drowsy. The pale blue light makes my eyes tired. I try to keep myself awake, but my body feels weird. Ugh. I lay back on my bed, phone in hand. My body feels light and tingly. Did I eat today? I'm sure I did. That's also very me. So why do I feel this way? My eyes drift closed. I decide not to fight the feeling and fall asleep. I'll just eat a big breakfast tomorrow. Ooh, villainous name. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just use mine, okay? That's so boring. But that's accurate, okay? The next morning, I could hear the sounds of birds chirping. My nose twitches as a sweet scent slowly wafts through the room. With a groan, I sit up. My eyes still closed. My muscles are sore and it feels as if I ran a marathon. The smell of food is enough to make me crack open my eyes. Immediately, I notice a silver tray on my bedside. What's this? Oh, I love... Oh my god, the dress is purple. This game was meant for me. I pick it up and set it on my lap. With a thick swallow, I take off the lid. Oh my god. On the tray is a delectable looking breakfast spread. 2 scones, a tiny container of jam, a croissant, and even a bagel with cream cheese spread across it. My mouth is already watering. Don't mind if I do. Without a second thought, I start digging in. I let out a satisfied groan as I eat. I love how her dress changes. This is delicious. Whoever made this deserves the world. It's absolutely perfect. Not gonna question how it got there. My thoughts are interrupted by a lady bursting into my room. I pause mid-bite. Uh-oh. Oh, her hair is cute. She stares at me. I stare back. She keeps staring. My lady? It's not until that moment when my surroundings finally start coming into view. An expensive wardrobe with a mirror gilded in gold. Expensive white trim detailing the entire room. Floral wallpaper. Thick and soft down comforter. I am not in my bedroom. I take another bite of my croissant, my eyebrows furrowing. The lady in front of me, who I now recognize as a maid, looks at me in concern. I keep looking around. An odd sense of familiarity settles in my stomach. Something about this room. I know it. I finish my croissant and then look over at the maid. Can you hand me a mirror? She bows her head. Yes, my lady. She seems nervous as she grabs a handheld mirror off the dressing table. She hands it to me, not making eye contact. She doesn't have eyes. Clue number 1. I look in the mirror. I'm met with rosy and plump cheeks. My hair is short, brown, and curly. They got one part of that right. Curly. Clue number 2. So it does happen. Isekai. A genre where the main character gets transported to another world, usually through death, so I died. I don't remember dying, I only remember falling asleep. Yikes. Perhaps. I mutter to myself. I frown. There is a hint of disappointment. I was gonna be isekai. I wanted. I wanted to be hit by a truck. You know. Okay, yeah. Well, you can't pick and choose. Why would you want to be hit by a truck, though? I feel like, me personally, dying in your sleep would be, you know what? Cool. I set the mirror down next to me and pick up one of the scones. I slather a healthy amount of jelly on it and start to eat. It would seem that I am now living in the world of my magical kindness made the cold prince fall in love. Not my first choice. I'm in the role of Villianess, also not ideal. In the many manhwa I've consumed, the Villianess never gets the happy ending. I pout, taking another bite of my food. I look over at the maid. Where are we? Excuse me? I speak again. Shouldn't she be saying ma'am or madame? I speak again. Where are we? The maid tries and fails to not look too concerned. The castle. Oh! My eyes widen as I pinpoint where in the story I was transported to. My character, the Villianess, is engaged to the love interest, Lewis. The heroine. Hold on. I be heroine. No, heroine is the bad thing. I'm not like those people on those TikToks, I promise. I be feeling like I pronounced it wrong. Heroine? No, it's not that way. Heroine. We're just gonna say that, okay? I don't care if it's wrong. Ottilia has just started to study at I swear I'm not like those people. I sigh to myself, finishing my food. Are you ready to be dressed, my lady? I nod and set the tray on the bed. I get up and get dressed with the maid's help. My lady, are you alright? I look over at her. Oh, yes, I suppose breakfast has me feeling sluggish. The food wasn't to your liking again? I can inform that's not it. I wave her off, giving her a smile. I guess I'm left wanting more. I decide not to dwell on it. After I'm dressed, the maid leads me out into the common room. She says nothing more, but it's obvious that she doesn't trust my word. The common room is just as elaborate as my bedroom, if not more. The first thing I notice is a large bookshelf sprawling the length of one wall. A heavy dark oak table is surrounded by velvet couches and chairs. Behind it are windows with thick red curtains that have been opened to let in the morning light. A man sits in a padded chair at the head of the table. There's food laid out in front of him, all of it untouched. Oh, right, we're married. Well, gonna be married or something. Lewis, the love interest of the manhwa. He was popular among readers due to his older age, and I have to say that he is much more handsome in real life. A soft complexion, long hair with gray streaks, glasses that rest. How old is he? Sorry. Glasses that rest gently on his nose and tied together with a stern expression. Megane. Oh, this is the genre. Okay. A character with glasses. Oftentimes, male Megane are seen as stoic and aloof. Yeah. Oh, they're matching.
You're awake. Good morning.
We have voice acting? I didn't know we had voice acting. Oh my god. Yeah. I just stare at him. It takes me a minute to realize he's talking to me. Good morning. Wait, how do I address him? He does look a little older, but he's not too like old looking. Sir, my lord, prince. I try to remember how the Villianess addressed him in the manhwa. Lewis. Alright then. Oh, so it's not fully voice acted, okay. He clears his throat awkwardly. Right. I sit across from him. My eyes keep flickering from him to the food in front of me. There's even more delicious looking food than what I got this morning. I'm practically drooling once again. Lewis picks up a newspaper and starts reading. He only stops to drink coffee from his cup. All that food. Untouched. I can't hold back anymore. Are you hungry? Lewis lowers his paper, his eyebrow raised. You're not eating? Lewis gives me an odd look before clearing his throat. I'm not hungry. Cool. Ooh. Me personally. Can I save? Hold on. Let me just, yeah. Save. Yeah. Okay. Had to make sure. Me personally, I would say the can I eat.
This is...
Lewis gives me an even weirder look. It's as if I've grown 2 heads. What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Because you never cared for food before, was I? Never mind, I can't say that. I blink. That's right, I'm not me anymore, I'm the Villianess. Duh. But food is food. That's so real. I shrug and give him a smile. I've simply had a change of heart. Lewis sighs, going back to his newspaper. Go ahead, I do not mind. Yay! I take a croissant, nibbling happily on it. Lewis sips on his coffee, not paying me any attention. I use the time to think about how I should go about this whole Villianess thing. The manhwa was fairly new, and I had read all available episodes. When Echo showed up in the story, she was cruel from the get-go. Stubborn. Oh, wait, now I wish I didn't use my name. Stubborn, violent, and selfish. She was hated in the fan. Oh, yikes. I don't want that. I don't want whatever death flags the author had planned. Death flags, an element in the story used to foreshadow a character's imminent death or downfall. Yeah. Was this even worth it? I think back on my past life. It wasn't anything special. Uh-oh. Though, I suppose the criteria for being isekai is being unremarkable and then starting a new life. Yikes. Now we're getting real. I was a normal office worker, not a manager, just someone who stayed mediocre. Despite that, I was overworked. I found myself eating mediocre instant ramen from the convenience store. At night, I would get my fill of delicious food while reading manhwa and manga. Now that I think back on it, my life was kind of pathetic. Sure, I enjoyed the nights I had, but my life as a whole wasn't fulfilling. This is extremely real. I looked down at the table. The plates cleared of my food and my stomach happy. Yeah, this is way better. That was quick. Echo. Here I can live for myself, I can eat all the delicious food and not be tied down by anything aside from your future husband, I guess. Not even the title of Villianess, although it would be a shame if I died again because of it. I sigh happily and pick up a cream puff. Echo! I'm knocked out of my thoughts as I look up at Lewis. Sorry. What is it? Jeez, man, what did I do? His eyebrows furrow once again as he leans forward.
You've been acting odd.
Okay. Odd?
The woman I know would currently be talking about the gossip she's been hearing around the castle.
I would do that also. I shake my head slightly and wave my hand dismissively. I'm not interested in petty gossip. The room is filled with gasps. I look around confused. She's not a gossip? Oh my god! The castle staff and Lewis are all staring at me in shock. Did I say something wrong? The maid shakily points at me, her face filled with fear. Who are you and what have you done with Echo? Oh. Alright. Echo loved gossip and spreading rumors and eventually made a rift between her and Lewis. I quickly try and cover my words. Before I can speak, the maid talks once again. My lord, she's been acting odd since she woke up. She's been eating food she normally doesn't and has been acting more... She looks over at me as if fearful of my reaction. More docile. Lewis sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
I do not have time for this.
Wow. He scowls at me. Wow.
Otilia is visiting soon.
Otilia. I said it right. You suck, Lewis. Without another word, he gets up and exits the room. Now I know what I'm gonna go for. If I can antagonize him as much as possible, that's what I'm gonna do. I turn towards the maid, the uneaten cream puff in my hand. Could you possibly ask the chef if there are any more croissants? They were delicious. Me personally, I would be offended that she just called me docile. That's just me though. Yes, my lady. She stares at me one last time before making her way to the kitchen. I start eating the cream puff, letting my thoughts come together. In the manhwa, Otilia and Echo's meeting was basically the start of the main plot line. The original Echo was rude towards Otilia despite her prowess in magic and being personally trained by the head mage. She laughed in Otilia's face and made fun of her aspirations. Classic Villianess. Lewis ended up defending Otilia. She was touched and that's when they started to get closer. If I can just avoid this first flag, I should be in the clear. It's not like I don't want them to end up together. I just want to live and not suffer the fate of every manhwa Villianess. When I'm about to formulate a plan, I hear hushed whispering from the corner. Oh! Well, now who is this? I look towards the source of the noise and see that also she has... That's not the same maid. Okay. I see the maid and a man in a chef's uniform conversing with each other. The man is tall and big with fluffy blonde hair and a slightly chubby face. Cute. With a confused and slightly concerned smile, I nod in their direction. Both of them walk over to me. The chef bows deeply, not making eye contact. Oh, look.
The head chef.
Cynric. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Okay, well let's just start out the gate. Actually, we'll do a little quick save real quick. Your food is absolutely delicious. Oh, cute. Cynric straightens, his face lit up in a smile. His cheeks are a dark red. Oh.
Thank you, my lady.
Oh. He looks like a cute golden retriever. Golden retriever. A character that highly resembles a golden retriever. Often kind, blonde, and a bit stupid. Very true.
I wanted to personally see what else you would like to eat.
You. I'm kidding.
I know you said you wanted croissants, but I can make you anything if you please.
Chocolate cake. My eyes immediately shine at the thought. As soon as I open my mouth, a flood of requests start pouring out. Anything? Can you make donuts, crepes, curry, hamburg steaks, stew, parfaits? Ooh, there's so many options. Cynric looks surprised but smiles happily.
Anything you wish, my lady.
I take a second to think. This is a big decision. The ultimate power. The ability to have any type of food made for me. Low-key? Mostly any type. I doubt I could get something like ooh, I hate that word. Tebuki? I probably pronounced that wrong. I'm so sorry. I gasp as I suddenly think of one of my favorite comfort foods. Since Otilia is visiting, can you make some tea and foods to go along with it? And be sure to include strawberry shortcake. Ew.
As you wish, my lady.
Oh. Cynric bows his head, that same goofy grin on his face. He turns and makes his way back to the kitchen. I smile and mutter to myself, so adorable. Since I'm alone, I look over to the maid standing in the corner. Well, relatively alone. I'll take this time to look around. It's so odd and very surreal being in a place that was fictional before. I walk around the tea room, taking in every bit of detail. Fantasy manhwa tend to have a lot of detail, and my magical kindness made the cold prince fall in love was no exception. That's a mouthful. Everything is elegant and just screams royalty, not to mention glittery. Why is everything so glittery? It's like I'll be blinded. Touch a vase with gold accents, watching as it glints in the sunlight. To think I would ever end up in a place like this. It makes me wonder about my old life. Did people even know that I died? Would they even care? What about the food in my fridge? It'll spoil, such a waste. Oh, is this her? Oh, and there's a mage, cool. I can hear more voices getting closer to the room. I turn and see Louis, Ottilia, and the Grand Mage. I don't even think they're supposed to be holding hands. I mean, granted she has on gloves, but I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. Whoa. Ottilia is even more gorgeous in person. Golden locks fall across her shoulders, looking as smooth as silk. She has a rosy complexion, her hazel eyes captivating. She's a typical heroine. Did I pronounce it right that time? I don't know. Except her beauty puts her above others. This is when it sets in that I'm truly inside a manhwa. Oh my goodness! The difference in art styles have me kind of oh, I don't know. I don't know what to expect when I see them in this art style. But wow, I get it. I grin, walking over to them. I curtsy, my eyes meeting hers. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Ottilia. I'm Lady Echo, but please, call me Echo. Oh my gosh, she has such a cute voice! Ottilia's eyes widen, just for a second. She hesitates before returning the curtsy. It must be a surprise. Echo's reputation was already less than ideal from the get-go. Besides the rumors she spread, she was known to be mean-spirited. What's supposed to happen at this point is that Echo, or I, am supposed to scoff and make fun of her background. I call her a wannabe noble that has no true talent and will only end up as trash. Louis would then immediately come to Ottilia's aid and scold Echo, calling her bitter and jealous. Yikes. Since I don't want to see my doom, I take the obvious route. Thank you so much for coming over. I've heard all about your gift, Miss Ottilia. Ottilia smiles, albeit awkwardly.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Oh, please, call me Echo. It's fine, I promise. Come sit. I guide her over to the couch. We both sit as the Grand Mage and Louis sit across from us. I take a deep breath. Doing good so far. Please, tell me about your studies so far. I've never met someone with powerful magic before. Ottilia smiles, looking a bit cautious. It's best if I'm not too enthusiastic, or it would seem like I'm scheming up a plan.
It's alright.
Oh, it's not much. It's just light magic, healing. I'm not special. The Grand Mage shakes her head. Oh, that's her. Okay, my bad. Light magic is the rarest form of magic. Not to mention your healing powers are quite exceptional. You're like a gift from the gods. Despite looking uncomfortable, Ottilia blushes, looking down into her lap. I wouldn't say that much. Healing magic, you say? I look over at Louis. In the story, he had Ottilia attempt to heal his brother. Unfortunately, the disease he had was already too far along, and Louis ended up taking the throne. I've been practicing, but it still drains a lot out of me. I won't be useful for a while. I shake my head, laughing slightly. That was the wrong thing to do. Oh, never mind. Okay, cool. That's alright. I don't think anyone is in a rush to have you go out and do some healing. I feel like the way I said that was the wrong way. She seems to finally relax as she nods. Good thing it was not taken the wrong way.
I'm so glad.
Thank you for saying that, my lady. By the way, I wanted to ask about... Yay! Louis's words are interrupted by Cynric entering the room. He's rolling a cart filled with tea and snacks. My eyes immediately light up. Louis looks surprised before sighing and glancing over at me. Echo, what is this? Ask Cynric to make us some snacks. I squeal, standing up as Cynric positions the cart near the table. Louis's expression turns into a Alright, bro.
Stop it.
That's kind of funny. Good lord, Echo, this is practically enough for a party. Why did you do this? God forbid a girl wants to eat. You need to appreciate Cindric's cooking more. Lewis scoffs, rolling his eyes. I walk over to him and tug on his sleeve. Come on. Echo. I don't listen and drag him over to the cart. I point towards the food. Go on, choose one. I don't want to. As your fiance, I command you. Okay, so we are fiancés. He snorts and raises an eyebrow, crossing his arms. There's the Echo I'm used to. That almost sounds like you like her, bro. Fine, I'll do. Oh, he's blushing. He looks over the food for a moment. He seems uninterested and grabs a small tart. He bites into it and then shrugs. It's alright, nothing special. Dude, you're so mean. Oh no. I turn towards Cindric and see his face fall. I turn back towards Lewis and frown. Can someone really be this apathetic towards food? Don't be rude. Cindric worked hard. Food isn't necessarily something I need to worry about. We're here for a meeting, not your hunger. Whoa, dude. You want me to starve? The words almost make me angry. I roll my eyes. This will be an issue to solve later. Suit yourself. I smile towards Ottilia and the Grand Mage. Please, come eat, unlike somebody. Everybody shuffles in to get food. Lewis tries to keep the conversation on track. We all sit with our plates, the conversation flowing easily between one another. The attention is on Ottilia and her upbringing. I never thought I'd be in a position like this. It seems so surreal that I'm in a pretty and glittering dress while talking to the two most important people in the kingdom. At first I was worried I would feel out of place, but I'm genuinely having a good time. I feel like I've settled in, if only for now. I just need to avoid becoming a villainess. Oh my goodness. What? Of course you are. You faced a hard childhood and look at you now, studying directly under the Grand Mage. That deserves a party. Ottilia giggles, covering her face.
Oh, please. You and Prince Louis have been the talk of the town since your engagement.
Oh, have we now? Oh my god, wait, I was under the assumption that he didn't like her, because that's usually how the villainous manhwas are. Is like, oh well, I like the female lead. I like her. This marriage was a fake marriage. This was an arranged marriage, and I hate you, and I hate me having to marry you, even though it's also not your fault for the most part, because you were a kid when we got together, pretty much. Whatever. But it seems like he does like her. Lewis's face turns red, and I smirk slightly. So now I don't know what to do, because I was honestly gonna go for anybody else that had an interest. Like Cindric. Cindric was cute. But like if he likes this Echo, then like why not? Right. Engaged.
You know, it would be great to have a ball.
Oh my gosh. The art is really cute. Lewis looks at her curiously. She nods, a sudden glint in her eye.
You haven't had an engagement party, correct?
There hasn't been an engagement party? I nod before glancing over at my fiancé. He isn't one for parties, of course he's not.
I'm too busy.
Right. And introverted. Like I'm one to talk. I spent my nights reading manhwa. Not exactly party. You know what? You're so right, queen.
How can you expect to be a king if you can't organize balls?
Sorry. Lewis opens his mouth, then shuts it. Ottilia's smile is bright, as if she just won a prize.
It's settled. I'll leave the planning to you two.
Okie dokie. There isn't much room for discussion. Ottilia quickly changes the subject and refuses to let it circle back to the party. After a while, both her and the Grand Mage depart. I sit back in my chair, sipping on some tea. I think that went well. Well enough to form a good relationship with Ottilia and not be blasted away by light magic. Victory! Echo. Look over at Lewis. He's staring straight at me as if he's studying a painting.
I am truly concerned for you.
Yo,
You aren't acting like your normal self.
I'm being a better person. Would you rather I be cruel and rude?
No, but
Then there's no problem. That shuts him up. He exhales, rubbing the bridge of his nose.
You do know I have no time to be throwing parties. I am to be crowned king soon. I need to spend more time focusing on that.
I mean, you're gonna have to do a coronation ball or something, whatever, aren't you? So, like, might as well have it be 2 parties in one. I place my hands on my hips and grin. Leave the party planning to me. Anyone can tell that Lewis is stressed. The last thing I want to do is add more stress to his daily duties. I want him to relax. Oh, so we have a pretty alright dynamic, it seems like. Which is not normal for those type of manhwa. I'll coordinate with Cynric and the other castle staff. You can focus on your work.
You do that?
Am I your fiance or no? Of course. You only have to keep up appearances at the ball. No party planning. He thinks for a moment. Looks like he's having an internal battle with himself. Finally, after what seems like an awkwardly long time, he speaks.
All right. If you run into any trouble at all, come straight to me.
Wait.
Is that clear?
They're cute. Yes, my prince. Sorry. He gives me a look. I giggle, continuing to sip my tea. What he doesn't know is that I'll use this chance to eat more of Cynric's food. It's a truly evil plan. The thought of planning a whole party makes my stomach growl. I honestly don't know why it would be a good idea. I've never planned a party in my life. Not to mention I'm in a completely different time period. Yes, I want to eat more of Cynric's food, but party planning? This is stupid. I should have just handled the food. I decide to go to the kitchen to see what's for dinner. The noise barrels out of the kitchen, mixed with the scent of food. As I enter, I make sure to be as invisible as possible. I don't want to interrupt their work. A kitchen is a wonderful place. The way people work in sync to whip up food that is simply magical will always amaze me. I look around, trying to find Cynric and his cute puppy dog face. He pops into my field of vision. I half expected him to have a big grin while he cooks, but instead he looks almost lost. He still moves with confidence and precision, but it's like he's on autopilot. He doesn't look happy. I decided to leave before I'm noticed. Take a step back, bumping into a table and knocking down a bunch of mixing bowls and utensils. I freeze. Of course. Oops. Everyone in the kitchen stops. Cynric turns around, his eyes widening slightly. He immediately comes over.
My lady, are you okay?
I smile sheepishly. Yes, I'm alright. I apologize for the mess. I bend down and start picking things up. Cynric stops me. You're a lady.
Please, let me do it.
I ignore his words and help him anyway. I was curious about how things work here. He gives me a strained smile.
There's nothing very interesting going on here.
I scoff, setting the utensils back on the table. Nonsense. I love eating, so I wanted to see how you cook as well. I try to hold in a laugh at his surprised look as he cradles the bowls in his arms. His face softens as a light blush spreads across his cheeks.
Honestly, I'm not that surprised. I was kind of expecting you to come visit in the future since you seemed so interested in my food.
Oh, of course I am. It's delicious. I peek over his shoulder to look at the pot simmering on the stove. What's for dinner, by the way? Cynric deflates like a balloon.
Stew. Beef stew.
Oh, you don't like making beef stew? Oh, I love beef stew. I clap happily, bouncing on the balls of my feet. I go to the stove, peeking into a pot. The deep, warm, and comforting scent of beef stew wafts into my nose. I let out a sigh, a relaxing feeling coming over my body. It looks so good. I can feel Cynric's eyes on me, his eyes practically filled with awe. I don't know why, but it makes me smile to see him happy.
You really love food, huh?
What you trying to say? I do, it's...
What the hell is going on here?
Uh-oh. I turn to see Lewis glaring at us with his arms crossed. Well, not us, more specifically me. I give him a smile. He sighs heavily, as if he just found a child sneaking snacks before dinner, which I did not think of doing. Totally. This time, right. Lewis walks over to us and puts his hands on his hips. Sassy.
Do not bother the cooks.
Ooh, why is it gotta be bothering?
Oh, she's not a bother.
Oh, thank you. Lewis turns to him and his eyes narrow. It wasn't in an angry way, but it was enough to make Cynric cower just slightly.
My lord.
Oh. I waved my hand dismissively. It's fine. I came in here to see Cynric and how he works.
What?
I placed my hand on his shoulder. Focus on yourself, Lewis. I got this. You can trust me. Gives me a skeptical look. I can tell that he still doesn't trust me yet, but I can prove to him that this will be a piece of cake. Maybe I can prove it to myself in the process.
All right. I'll leave you to your own devices.
Thank you. After Lewis gives me an unspoken warning, he exits the kitchen. I shake my head. I apologize about him.
It's no worries. He's the crown prince.
Cynric smiles shyly, not meeting my gaze. Am I really not a bother? I know I get really excited about food.
I actually think it's cute.
You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that. He pauses for a minute as he processes his own words. His face turns red. You're not allowed to say that.
I mean, it's cute that... Well, not cute. It's very... I love how you love food.
I giggle, covering my mouth as I do. I'll leave you be for now. If it's alright with you, I can come by tomorrow to talk about the ball. Cynric bows his head.
I would appreciate that, my lady.
I leave the kitchen with a wave. Cynric is truly a sweet man. He seems happy enough when I talk to him. There's just some sadness that I see hidden in his eyes. That's how they get you. For now, I'll put that on the back burner. I need to make sure this ball is planned perfectly. I don't want Lewis to be upset with me, but I also don't want to stress him out. I know just the person to help me with everything. Oh, Ottilia! The next morning, I meet Ottilia in the drawing room. Since she's the one who came up with the idea of the ball, she surely must have some ideas on what I can do. Thank you for taking, but wasn't she like a commoner or something? I'm assuming that's usually how it goes. So like, what all would she know about balls for real? Aside from things that she heard from other commoners? Just saying. Okay, thank you for taking the time to have some tea with me. She gives me a smile and sits across from me.
It's no problem at all. I appreciate having a break from magic practice, my lady.
I raise an eyebrow. Ottilia, no honorifics. We're friends, are we not? No.
Sorry. How have you been? Lewis mentioned he found you hanging out with Cynric.
Why you say it like that? What you say it like that for? I laugh, rolling my eyes. It makes it sound like I was sneaking around to hang out with the cook. But yes, I did go visit him.
You two seem like you would get along. Is he nice?
I smile and nod. I clasp my hands together as the image of his smile pops into my mind. Yo. He's so sweet. He reminds me of a big puppy.
You must really like him.
Chat. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm just misunderstanding. Like, is she a good person? Because sometimes in the manhwas, they're like, the original female lead is like still a good person, like still the character that they're supposed to be. But then in some of them, it's like for some reason or another, the main female lead ends up becoming like a different person, or is like evil or has bad intentions compared to like in the story for whatever reason, because it happens in different formats. So I can't tell which one this is. I don't know if she's genuinely being nice or if she's trying to like stir up trouble. Oh, for sure, he would have been a fan favorite. Yo. I stop myself as Ottilia looks at me in confusion. Right. This isn't the manhwa. This is real life. I mean, he reminds me of a character in a romance novel I once read. He was a side character though, and never got the spotlight as much. Ottilia's eyes widen and fill with excitement.
I didn't know you read romance novels.
Oh girl, of course. I do. I don't read them as often, but I enjoy them a decent amount.
I can share some of my novels with you if you'd like.
Sure. I still can't tell. I give her a smile. That would be delightful. I'm sure there's someone here. I'm glad there's someone here with similar interests as me.
It does make it easier. I'll admit, I am slightly lonely.
Oh, boo-hoo. I'm kidding. I take a sip of my tea. Ottilia mentioned she talked to Lewis. They may already be on track to becoming closer. I just need to give a little push. Don't worry, Ottilia. Lewis and I will make sure to keep you company. Other than that, how are you adjusting?
It's quite different from my village. Everything seems so
Different? She nods and sighs.
very. I don't know how I'll fit in.
You're the main character, you're fine. Fitting in isn't important. I laugh slightly, giving her a sideways glance. Well, it can be, but you shouldn't worry about that right now. You should focus on being happy. You should be more comfortable. And if you need help, go to me or Lewis. Ottilia gives me a bright grin. Her tentativeness from earlier disappears.
Thank you. It means a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I smirk at her, setting down my teacup. Now tell me, how much do you know about decorations? After our talk, I happily walk down the aisle. The halls, whoa. Ottilia not only gave me some great tips for decorations, but it seemed we've gotten closer as well. It was better than remaining a stranger and having an impossible misunderstanding pop up. My stomach growls. I've been doing so much talking and planning that I forgot to get a snack before lunch. I make my way to the kitchen. Summerick, are you in here? I smile as I see him finishing up lunch. I clasp my hands behind my back as I look at the food. Sandwiches. Perfect. Summerick raises his head and gives me a smile. My lady, do you have some sort of sixth sense when it comes to food? Possibly. Are you free right now? I just finished up lunch for you, Prince Louis and Lady Ottilia. We can talk after if you like. I shake my head. I want to eat with you. Ottilia and Louis can have lunch together. Girl. You're trying to get rumors. You read the mangas. What are you doing? See, this is something I don't understand. When characters in them make decisions that are like obviously bad because of the situation. Like, you know, you're in an environment where rumors are spread easily all the time with all the workers and everything, and so you're trying to split off into two different things just for rumors to spread. Like, are you slow? He cocks his head to the side. I can imagine dog ears perking up and his tail wagging as he does so. Oh, why? Because I'd like to talk to you. He blushes slightly and nods. Well, alright, I made myself lunch. Let me just take this over and then we can go. Yo. After delivering the food, Cynric and I find a nice spot outside to eat. The weather is warm with a nice cool breeze. Perfect for eating outside. It's a little awkward at first, of course. I expected it to be. I'm a noble having lunch with a cook. Cynric is probably having doubts on my intention. Take a bout out of the sandwich. I happily hum as I take another. This is so good. A sandwich is very simple, yet you made the flowers blend so well together. Bro. Stop blazing. He smiles, shyly nibbling on his own food. Thank you, my lady. Do you think this would be good to have at the ball as hors d'oeuvres? Maybe. I nod, setting down the sandwiches I think. I like a good balance of sweet and savory foods. I like something filling as well. Socializing and dancing can really empty the stomach. Cedric says nothing and only nods as he eats. I furrow my brows slightly. Is he okay? What do you think? Do you have any food in mind? It's your ball, Lady Echo, not mine. Oh. I shrink in on myself. He's never had such a disinterested tone before. Almost as if I'm being annoying. She overthinks like me too. Am I being too much? Cedric finally sits straight, his eyes focusing on me. Not at all. It's been some time since I've had a passion for food. Your passion has made me... He stops talking. His eyes shift to above my gaze. As he reaches out, I freeze. His hand moves toward my hair. What is happening? What is happening? Cedric pulls back. Oh. He's holding a leaf as his eyes sparkle. Okay.
You had a leaf in your hair.
Why you said it like that? I can't move. What in the K-drama moment was that? Is my heart pounding? Can he hear it? Cynric tilts his head once again, letting the leaf go.
What's wrong?
You are. I blush and look away. No, nothing. Nothing at all. No. You won this time, Cynric. Because of that cute display, I decided to not push on the subject of his lost passion. Anyhow, thank you for lunch. It's quite tasty. Cynric nods, his gaze falling back on his food.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, my lady.
You know, I don't mind if you call me Echo. Oh, we're getting overly personal here too, of course.
It would be inappropriate.
Very much so. I hum, scooting slightly closer to him. Why? That's what I'm wondering. Why? He clears his throat awkwardly. He takes a bite of his sandwich. Why are we doing this, bro? Like...
Because I'm a chef. You're a noble.
Oh, you poor thing. I laugh, bumping his shoulder. Yo, you're gonna have him caught up. It's alright. I won't bite your head off for not addressing me properly. In fact, it makes me somewhat uncomfortable if you do. He looks at me, his eyebrows raised.
Really?
I nod. I purse my lips, trying to explain my reasoning. I can't just say that it's because I've never been addressed that way before coming here. I think for a moment before coming up with something. It makes it seem like I'm higher than others, more important. Well, I feel like, kinda, technically. Because if you were to die, for example, then like, whole castle will probably be disarray for a while until he gets a new queen, so. I shrug. I don't like that. I don't want you to see me that way. Cynric looks at me. His expression is soft, a ghost of a smile on his lips.
As you wish.
Okay, then I'll call you just Echo. Good. No. The next day I arrive at the kitchen. I give Cynric a smile as I wait in the doorway. What's on the menu for today? Flatbread pizza. We had that back then? Oh. The thing about my magical kindness made the Cold Prince fall in love. Oh, okay. Is that the author put whatever food they wanted. Sure, makes sense. It didn't matter if it was accurate to the era. As long as it looked good, it was in there. Makes sense. I take a deep breath. It smells even better than the delivery I used to get. I excitedly bounce on my feet as Cynric packs up the food. We usually leave earlier than the normal lunchtime so as to not disturb Louis and Ottilia. In actuality, I don't want Louis scolding me for slacking off. Where would you like to go this time? I think for a moment. Oh, I know the perfect place. I grab Cynric's hand and drag him behind me. He follows with a content smile. We go outside and I lead him to the mountain that sits outside the castle. I sit on the edge, patting the spot next to me. Here. Good choice. He sits and takes out the food, setting it between us. I lick my lips in excitement as I look over the food. Along with the flatbread, he brought cookies for dessert. For drinks, he made fruit juice. Did you make the juice yourself? I ask as I pick up the bottle. The liquid is pinkish. What type of juice? I open the lid and sniff it. Sweet. I did, although it's not much work, just basically putting fruits together and hoping they taste good. I sip on it cautiously. This juice is sweet with an aftertaste of tartness. My face scrunches up slightly before lighting up. I like it. It's a little sour. Cynric sighs. He picks up a piece of the flatbread and bites into it. He pouts as he chews, making me hold back a laugh. What's wrong, Cynric? I wanted it to be sweet. Well, what did you put in it? Strawberries and raspberries? Just those two? Yes? I giggle, shaking my head. Gotta add sugar, silly. That way it'll be extra sweet. But don't worry, it's still good. Silly. Cynric mumbles, the pout still evident on his face. God, he is so cute. Girl, you have a fiance. Yo. We repeated the same routine over the next couple of days. Eating lunch with Cynric is yo, what? He's like my own form of stress relief. Oh. We mainly talk about planning the ball. We would go over ideas together, what I want, what Louis would hate, and what I would still do anyway. It's really fun to just relax and not think too seriously about anything. I try to not talk about food too much. Other than commenting on the food he makes for lunch, I keep it to a minimum. I can tell that it still makes him sad. Seeing Cynric sad is the worst. His eyes would get wide, his shoulders drooping as he fidgets with his fingers. It always looks as if he's gonna cry. As cute as that is, I would get the strong urge to reach out and hug him. Don't. So I avoid going too deep into the topic. That's crazy. And then she said my dress was tacky. Cynric gasped.
She did not.
I shake my head, cutting up a piece of fried pork cutlet and shoving it into my mouth. I'm supposed to make that one of these days. I'm currently telling Cynric about my unfortunate breakfast with a group of noble ladies. I had to refrain from jumping across the table.
No kidding. That sounds
He shivers.
scary.
Ugh. The worst part of it all is that they all looked at me crazy. Like when I started eating a second plate of desserts. Oh my gosh, hello? Can I rewind? The worst part of it all is that they looked at me all crazy like when I started eating a second plate of desserts. Apparently that's a taboo. I don't think I'm cut out for all this nobility.
Well, it seems you're doing okay.
I give Cynric a sideways glance. Cynric, they call me tacky.
They're just jealous.
I snort. And what would they be jealous of?
You're sweet, pretty, and have a good appetite. You're the perfect woman.
Cynric, you're not allowed to say that. I blush and continue to eat. Cynric doesn't realize what he said and continues to eat as well. The thing I love about him is how sweet he is. And it isn't something that he does consciously. He's just naturally like that. He says what he wants without thinking. Oh wait, I don't know what. I think I skipped a line. Oh no. After lunch, we both are taking a walk. I let out a gasp as I spot Lewis and Ottilia at the gazebo ahead of us. Oh wow, Lewis is laughing. Actually laughing. The smile on his face looks so pure and natural.
Oh, it's Prince Louis. Let's go say whoa.
I grab his arm and drag him behind a large tree. Cynric's body shields mine as his forearm braces against the trees to balance him. Looks like everything is on track for them.
My lady, what's going on?
You just made him an accomplice. Cynric's voice is a whisper as he stares down at me. I furrow my eyebrows, peeking from behind the tree. Shh! Look! Why? He would not be supporting this because he would see his lady being disrespected by her future husband. Why would you want... Yo. Both Ottilia and Lewis have stopped walking. Ottilia is saying something. Her gaze shy. The wind blows Ottilia's hair in her face. Lewis hesitantly reaches out. Oh my gosh! The tension is so intense. Look over at Cynric, who looks lost. I shake my head, a smile on my face. So oblivious. It's different to be witnessing a relationship start to form in real life rather than in a manhwa. I can feel my heart pounding even harder at this moment. Cynric. I turn my head back. Cynric is no longer staring at the budding couple. He's staring at me. Has he always been this tall? He's towering over me. His eyes, they're so blue. It's like an endless sky. I find myself unable to look away. Cynric leans in closer. My heart feels as if it's about to burst. How long? I've been recording for almost an hour. If this next line is what I think it is, we gonna stop it here and then carry on like next episode at some point. But this is, yo, how did we get here? Okay. Let's just real quick. Next line. I don't know if I can take this. Okay, nothing happened. Yo, I don't think should I stop here? I might have to stop here. We're gonna do a cliffhanger, okay? Whatever happens, just gonna pause it at that point. Okay. Why don't you like cooking? All right, and we're gonna stop here because yeah, we're just gonna Matter of fact, yeah, just save it here. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to put it. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put that save there. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it off here. Yeah, I hope that you guys like this so far. I don't know what's going on. I feel like this was a lot of like, what would I say that this is right now? Like we're kind of just going through the motions before any like drama or anything. Like I don't even know how long this gameplay is gonna be. Like I don't know the averages. I mean, we're already at an hour, so definitely probably like 2 hours of gameplay. So yeah, I don't. It's pretty real though. Like the stuff that's going on happens in manhwa all the time. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.